Hello, and welcome to City 5. We've been on hiatus for the past few months, and all of us here at City 5 are excited to be back. So let's get started. Here are the latest news headlines from the City of Vancouver. Community discussions on 6 bike route options in Vancouver, including sections of Columbia, Daniels, Franklin, and Washington Streets, continued last month with an open house and 2 smaller informational meetings. If you weren't able to attend one of these events, you can still weigh in online at beheardvancouver.org through February 21st. Westside Bike Mobility project improvements could include new crosswalks, bicycle paths, traffic calming, spot sidewalk improvements, upgraded ADA ramps, enhanced lighting, and new street trees. City staff plans to present the results of community feedback and recommended improvements during a City Council workshop at the end of February. This month, Vancouver City Council approved an ordinance establishing a new Transportation and Mobility Commission. This volunteer commission will consist of 11 city residents who will advise and make recommendations to council and the city manager on transportation policies and projects, with the goal of developing a transportation system that is one of the safest, environmentally responsible, and well-maintained in the Pacific Northwest. The city is currently seeking a broad range of Vancouver residents to apply for the commission. More information and an application can be found on the city's website. The 2020 census is almost here. Every 10 years, the Census Bureau conducts a survey to determine the number of people living in the United States. The census count is important as it determines how more than $675 billion in federal funding is distributed to state and local communities. An accurate count for Vancouver ensures our community gets its fair share of funding for critical programs and services like Medicaid, Medicare, food assistance, highway construction, housing programs, school lunch programs, and many, many more. Watch for a letter from the Census Bureau in March with instructions on how to complete the census, which can be taken online this year for the first time. Last summer, the Vancouver City Council appointed members to the newly reformed Culture, Arts and Heritage Commission. The purpose of this commission is to help develop and promote a thriving cultural, arts, and heritage environment throughout the city, through programs, grant administration, and community partnerships. At the end of last year, the Commission awarded over $100,000 in grant funding to a variety of cultural events and public art projects, including a Hawaiian cultural festival and new art installations along Main Street in downtown. Recently, the Commission established a subcommittee focused on public art. We talked with Lee Rafferty, the chair of the Public Art Committee, to learn more.
The Public Art Committee is actually a subset of the larger commission, and I applied to be a part of the commission because I feel like art is art, culture, heritage, altogether part of the important seasoning that makes our community unlike any other, and I wanted to be a part of that. We have some funds that we can use to invest in art, and we're looking seriously at that because there's some very talented Northwest artists that have wonderful work that would add to the playfulness, the story, and the vibe of our city. Working with others who want to build our inventory, working with those who are bringing that kind of refinement to our streetscape because of an investment, and then those that we want to purchase on our own. 3 different kinds of work.
Thank you for joining us for the February edition of City 5. Learn more about any of the stories we covered today by visiting the city's website.